Gervonta Tank Davis is back in the spotlight with his latest training footage, and the boxing world can't get enough of it. With his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach fast approaching, Davis has been showcasing his incredible speed, raw power, and sharp technique qualities that could make Roach rethink stepping into the ring with him. The American boxing star remains undefeated in his 30 professional fights, proving time and time again that he's a force to be reckoned with. His lightning-fast hands and reflexes have often drawn comparisons to his former mentor, Floyd Mayweather. But what sets him apart is his devastating knockout power. Now fully locked into training mode, Davis has been putting in the work at the gym in preparation for the highly anticipated March 1st bout. Recently surfaced footage captures him delivering rapid-fire punches on the pads with an astonishing level of speed and precision. Fans were left in awe, with one commenting, "Simply incredible," while another added, "He's just on another level, so talented." One particularly observant fan even pointed out, "Bet nobody noticed he's a natural southpaw doing this in an orthodox stance. His foot placement is insane." The hype surrounding Davis's training has fueled predictions for the upcoming fight, with many convinced that Roach won't last long. One fan confidently stated, "Tank versus Roach. This won't go the distance." Another chimed in, "He already looks fight ready." Davis's activity in 2024 has been limited, with just one fight, a dominant 9th-round knockout victory over Frank Martin. That bout followed his monumental 2023 win against Ryan Garcia, a fight that solidified his status as one of the most electrifying boxers in the sport. With rumors swirling that this could be one of his final fights, Davis seems determined to leave the sport on a high note, pushing himself to the limit in training. Meanwhile, Roach has been engaging in his own mind games, possibly attempting to mask any underlying nerves. The two have already exchanged words online in the lead up to their clash, with Roach recently taking a dig at Davis on Instagram, posting a selfie with the caption, "I'm off to the gym, man. You be cool like how you be cool." Roach implied that while Davis was busy with online antics, he was fully focused on training.
Nah, not yet. We're just trying to focus on him right now. And then once we get him out the way, then we can,
Speaking of other title holders in the division, we know you were close to the Lomachenko fight. Shakur Stevenson is another title holder in the division. Shakur and Schofield are fighting. What?
Davis wasn't about to let that slide. He swiftly responded by reposting the story and firing back, "Laugh now, your son's going to be crying later," issuing a chilling warning ahead of their fight. He even took a personal jab at Roach, writing, "And you better not be over there messing with pretty girls, because you know what happens when the crowd leaves, the women stay behind." The verbal exchange only escalated from there, with Roach clapping back in another selfie captioned, "LOL, stay focused, champ. I'm working."
Thoughts on that fight?
No thoughts.
Do you have a prediction on how that fight would play out?
Don't care.
We know that you got off of Twitter, your Instagram.
"Worry about those little angels you got, not what boys are doing with other boys." His response seemed to suggest that Davis should be more concerned with his responsibilities rather than their online feud. However, as tensions boiled over, it appeared Davis himself regretted getting caught up in the social media drama. He later took to X, formerly Twitter, to express his frustration, posting, "I'm a low-key type of guy. Being in the public eye is killing me, fam." The Baltimore native admitted that online feuds aren't his style.
We know that you were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Your thoughts, is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
And that engaging in them makes him deeply uncomfortable. As fight night draws closer, it remains to be seen whether all the trash talk will translate into action in the ring. One thing is certain, Tank Davis is locked in, and if his training is anything to go by, Lamont Roach could be in for the toughest fight of his career. Gervonta Tank Davis's recent confession about his feelings toward the sport has drawn comparisons to his previous retirement talk, where he shocked fans by expressing his frustration.
Not to just start slow too, and not let him see my shit, and just see who's gonna win these first bullshit rounds, because I'm not gonna give you none of my shit. I'm gonna put my dick on the line today. I'm gonna bullshit the first 3 rounds just like you, nigga.
At the time, Davis stated, "I'm done with this. This sport is trash. I'm fed up." However, despite these strong feelings, the Baltimore native has left all doubts behind as he focuses on his upcoming fight at the Barclays Center. He's committed to the bout and has even shown off a new ponytail look, signaling his readiness. While the online drama between Davis and his critics rages on, many fans would prefer to see him respond inside the ring, where he has always proven himself time and time again.
Man, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. Fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty. Is that, you know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Fuck is you talking about? I am him in that.
This upcoming fight is unique for several reasons. Both fighters hold world championships, but they compete in different weight classes. As a result, despite their title holder status, the fight won't be a unified world title bout. Lamont Roach, though, presents a different challenge for Davis, his size. In Davis's recent bouts, he's faced opponents who, although bigger, often drain themselves with weight cuts in pursuit of a payday.
From the amateurs, silver gloves, everything. They grew up actually together, you know. Roach and him, back and forth battles and whatnot. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight, you know what I'm saying? Because Roach
This led to underwhelming performances, but that's not going to be the case with Roach, who will move up to the 135-pound lightweight division where Davis currently fights. Making a mega fight like this one happen is never easy, but there's been growing criticism that Davis has been playing it safe lately, avoiding high-risk challenges. Recently, a post on social media questioned whether 2025 would be the year Davis finally fights credible names.
You don't match that. You know, you never gonna know how great you really are. And I've done that a few amount of times already. I jumped out that box and done that. So I have yet to see Gervonta come out of that box yet. You know what I'm saying? They're about to put him with a guy at 130 pounds. Whether he's a champion or not, you're getting a guy lighter than you to come up and weight to make you look good again.
The post also raised concerns about his age. In response, a fan came to Tank's defense, citing his legitimate victories over Ryan Garcia, Frank Martin, Isaac Cruz, and Jose Pedraza, pointing out the dominant way he won those fights. Davis agreed with the fan, even taking subtle shots at some fighters who fought opponents he had already beaten, like Rolando Romero, who faced Cruz after Davis had defeated him, and Devin Haney, who fought Garcia after Davis had already dominated him.
Alright guys, turn on and face the crowd. Turn on and face the crowd now. Cameras in the back, guys. Hector, camera in the back. Camera in the back.
Davis knows he has faced and defeated top talent, and that's why Teofimo Lopez feels the fight with Roach is a mismatch, less concerned about Roach's championship status. While Davis is still the heavy favorite, experts and boxers alike aren't completely counting out Roach. Fight Hype recently spoke with undefeated super lightweight Richardson Hitchens and Kenneth Sims Jr. about the upcoming bout, and their opinions may surprise some fans. Hitchens discussed the shared background between Davis and Roach, both growing up in similar environments, and advised fans not to underestimate Roach. He mentioned that people often overlook Roach due to his loss against Jamil Herring in 2019, but the fighter has shown consistency and growth since then. Hitchens predicted the fight to be a technical masterclass.
I want to say 2016, 2017 years ago. I think it's a great fight, you know, because this guy Lamont Roach, he came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both they both got a kind of like a lot of some.
Emphasizing that Davis is a defensive genius who knows how to protect himself and maneuver in the ring. Hitchens also stated that if the fight goes to the later rounds, Davis would have a clear advantage, given his ability to control the pace of the fight and his near-perfect defense. His advice to Roach was clear: finish the fight early, because if it drags on, Davis will likely dictate the tempo and get the result he wants. While Davis is certainly the favorite, Hitchens reminded everyone that Roach isn't just a stepping stone. He believes Roach is more skilled than many of the fighters Davis has faced in the past. Even Clarissa Shields, the female heavyweight champion,
he came up in that same type of like environment as Tank. You know, they both are DMV fighters. They both got a kind of like a lot of some.
And a sworn rival of Davis, offered a balanced prediction, acknowledging Roach's skill and potential to make the fight interesting. With this high-stakes technical battle ahead and a sensational undercard, fans are eagerly awaiting what promises to be a thrilling fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach. It's surprising to see people sleep on Lamont Roach because he's had a very accomplished amateur career. He's a tough, skilled fighter. Of course, when you mention Gervonta Tank Davis, you're talking about a serious threat.
A lot of some similarities. They both box each other numerous times, and I think that a lot of people riding Lamont off because of his one loss with Jamil Herring, but
Tank is Tank. You know, and when I say Tank is Tank, I mean like he's bare hand, he can fight and stuff. I know we had our disrespect for him at the day. We talk about just boxing.
Hey, absolutely. So
Tank is just that. He's a force to be reckoned with in the ring. He's tough, and he knows how to fight. But despite their past disputes, Clarissa Shields acknowledged Tank's talent, stating, "We've had our differences, but if we're talking just boxing, he's a solid fighter. I'm looking forward to seeing how this fight unfolds." When asked if she thought the fight was worth a pay-per-view, she said, "I've bought every one of Tank's pay-per-view fights, and I think Lamont Roach is a fighter worth watching. This is going to be a very technical bout, full of skill, and of course."
is this a pay-per-view fight though? Would you buy it? Are you gonna buy it?
I'm on any fight that Tank can have everything. That's that. You got
Dude looks like a total fraud. Put him in the ring with somebody that can punch back. This is the Tank Protection Program. This has been going along for a long time, people. Bringing fighters up from a lower weight class to get in there with Tank. Tank looks spectacular, but it's a cover-up. I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Tank is a good fighter. Are they saying they don't have an opponent for him yet?
You'll see Tank's power on display. May the best man win. On the other hand, Tim Bradley wasn't as impressed, calling it the Tank Protection Program. He criticized the matchup, suggesting it's a way to hide Tank's vulnerabilities. Bradley added, "This fight just feels like a cover-up. I think Tank's a great fighter, but why not put him in with someone who can punch back?" We've seen these smaller fighters being brought up to fight Tank, and it looks great on paper, but it's a setup. The fight everyone really wants to see is Tank versus De Los Santos. That's the fight that fans would pay for, not this one with Lamont Roach. Bradley believes the pay-per-view numbers won't reflect Tank's usual star power with this matchup. Kenneth Sims Jr., a welterweight who's fought both Roach and Tank, also weighed in on the fight. Initially, he didn't want to make a prediction, as he respects both fighters. However, Sims shared some insight about his time facing Roach in the amateurs, and how Roach has improved consistently over the years. Sims said, "He shut down the critics by going on to win a world title. Lamont has been improving, and this fight is going to be a great one for boxing." When asked about what both fighters need to do to win, Sims mentioned that both Roach and Tank are counterpunchers, and one will need to step out of their comfort zone to make the other open up. He noted that Tank is a slow starter. And will need to pick up the pace earlier than usual in this fight, or else it might be too late. Roach is fast and picks up points quickly, Sims said. Tank's got to attack sooner to avoid falling behind. Despite the criticisms surrounding the fight, promoter Eddie Hearn gave his take on it, defending Roach's skill. He believes the fight has received unfair criticism, stating that while it might not be a top-tier opponent in terms of name value, it still proves Tank's star power. Hearn pointed out that, though Roach is smaller than Davis, he's a world champion in his own right, and this is his biggest challenge yet. Roach may not have been tested against the biggest names like Tank, but he brings a lot to the table.
You know that you were an interested observer on the Netflix event, Paul versus Tyson. Your thoughts, is Jake Paul someone you'd want to take on at one point?
Not to just start slow too, and not let him see my shit, and just see who's gonna win these first bullshit rounds, because I'm not gonna give you none of my shit. I'm gonna put my dick on the line today. I'm gonna bullshit the first 3 rounds just like you, nigga.
Roach, moving up from the 130-pound division, was quick to distinguish himself from previous opponents like Frank Martin, who Tank dispatched in June. "I'm not Frank Martin," Roach said confidently. "I have the same skills, the same experience, and the same IQ as Tank. I'm more than capable of standing up to him." The two have met before in the amateurs, with Davis coming out on top both times. But Roach has been on a tear lately, securing a win streak and capturing the WBA lightweight title.
Man, then the nigga keep talking about some no disrespect. Come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You's a real fake nigga, for real. Like, you's a real fake nigga. Fuck is you hating for, bro? Every time you see me, it's what up, shawty. Is that, you know how you talk. Fuck is you talking about, bro? I'm really him. I bring any type of smoke to anything in my way. Fuck is you talking about? I am him in that.
While Davis boasts an impressive 28 knockouts in 30 pro fights, Roach isn't worried about Tank's power. "People think I'm going to crumble like those other guys, but I have a solid chin. I've taken big shots and never been dropped. I'm ready for whatever Tank brings," Roach asserted. As we look ahead to the fight, many are asking whether Lamont Roach can rise to the occasion and pull off an upset. Moving up in weight and facing an undefeated champion in his prime is no small task, but Roach seems confident that he can make it happen. Can he shock the world of boxing? What do you think of the upcoming matchup? Let us know in the comments below. For all the latest updates on news, moments, and events in the boxing world, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on quality content like this. Until next time, peace.